I always get excited when I see something that's dietary related on the Pit because then I can go, oh, I know about this. Minor spoilers for last week's episode. We were introduced to this lovely lady who is very jaundiced. This is not a tan. She is yellow. And when you look closer at her in the scene, her eyes are also yellow. That is pure jaundice. It comes from liver injury. During the course of her examination, they bring in Santos, who knows the weird things. And it's revealed that this woman is a health nut. So she's obsessed with eating clean. She does all of the latest health trends. And by the way, if someone says they eat clean, you need to do a diet history because eating clean could mean anything. They could be eating crazy stuff that could be affecting their health. I would be interested if she was doing something like a carnivore diet because that could raise your cholesterol and triglycerides, which in turn could cause fatty liver, which is another form of liver injury. But in this case, Santos comes in and starts riffing about different wellness influencers and their recommendations. This woman ends up saying she's taking turmeric. And when asked, she's taking it 5 times a day, a 500 milligram dose. Now, this sounds wild. That's 2,500 milligrams a day. But there's a very interesting nuance. Santos says she thinks of the dumbest thing someone could do and assumes they're doing it. 2,500 milligrams is not always dangerous, but it is in a small subset of the population. This little plot point was actually a ripped from the headlines plot point. This happened last year. I'm just going to scrunch down so you can see. Ta-da! So this can happen. It does not happen to everyone. The recommended dosage for turmeric daily, or curcuminoids, which is concentrated turmeric. You can't just take turmeric spice, but the recommended dosage is between 500 milligrams and 2,000 milligrams per day. And that normally should be fine. But unfortunately, in a subset of the population, it's not fine at all. In fact, they've done studies where someone was consuming 8,000 milligrams of turmeric for up to 18 months and no issues. It was to treat or test its effect on certain things like cognitive improvement, IBS improvement, things like that. So some people can take way more than 2,500 milligrams per day and be absolutely fine, no liver injury. Now, they actually did studies on the cases of liver injury. They were small because there's not a lot of people who get liver failure with turmeric. And what they found was that the number of cases of liver failure were overwhelmingly among women, and women who were on average in their mid-50s. By the way, I'm getting this part of the information from consumerlab.com. It's a great site. They are an independent tester of supplements because supplements often are not tested. And they also bring in all pertinent scientific research on said supplement, and they'll tell you, is it effective and what are the risks? But they don't allow you to copy or take screenshots because this is a subscription website. So I'm just going to read you a little excerpt because I'm a member of it. So when they tested these women to see what was the unifying issue for liver failure in turmeric use, they found that 7 out of the 10 affected individuals carried HLA-B35:01, which is a genetic mutation that has been linked with liver injury from green tea. There was a second study done. It was also small. So we had 10 patients in the first one, 11 patients in the second, 91% were female. Average age was 58. So that is a vulnerable gender and age range for taking high doses of turmeric. Is turmeric going to make your liver fail? On average, probably not. Do you want to take that risk? That's up to you. They found that doses as low as 400 milligrams daily in a 12-week span could trigger liver failure. So it didn't even have to be this 2,500 milligram that the Pitt patient was taking. I typically recommend that people do not exceed 1,500 because I think going beyond 2,000 is a bit much. Turmeric also has other side effects that affect many more people, including upsetting your stomach. So I don't think you should be taking a ton of it every day. If you find you are a woman and you are in your 50s, you should just avoid it, I think, just to be safe. I mean, you could not have this gene mutation and be fine, but this is one of those things where I say, why risk it? And one other interesting thing that I found about this particular Pitt case, this explores the supplement belief that more is better. And it's not. So if we overload ourselves on supplements, not only could we cause damage to our bodies, we could just be not helping ourselves and wasting money. The supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And a lot of people think, oh, if I just keep taking more multivitamins and loading up on more of this, then I'll be healthier. With all of the patients I work with, if I find they're eating enough fruits and vegetables throughout the day, I tell them no multivitamin. It's not helping. It's actually a minuscule amount compared with what they're getting from a diverse diet with lots of fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and proteins. Or with turmeric, you can't get that through the diet, and some people do find that it helps with chronic pain, especially in joints. In some cases, it can help with IBS, but then again, in some cases, it can make IBS worse. So it is something you can't get through food, but it is also something that you run a rare risk of damaging your liver. More is not better. More of anything is not better. This has happened to me. I ate too much kale. I got iron overload. My doctor thought I had a genetic mutation. It was just I was eating kale for lunch and dinner like almost every day, and I got iron overloaded from it. Once I stopped doing that, my iron levels went down again. And if you're curious about turmeric use, start on the lower side, see if it does anything. You can jump up to 1,000 milligrams if you want. 500 to 1,000 I think is fine. Don't exceed 1,500, just to be on the safe side, just to be cautious. And if it doesn't work, you didn't fail. It's just that this is a supplement that isn't going to work for everyone. And more is not going to make it magically work for you.